Hey guys, what's going on? I am on the 12 to 42.8 right now, using this for a little vlogging. Checking my stuff. Hopefully this mic's okay. I broke my shotgun mic. I'm using the Rode Wireless Go, which I feel like has a different sound. It always looks like I have a little puff of hair hanging out my chest too. But I wanted to give you guys a little update on a kit change. You know, like about 2 weeks ago I made, here's my Micro Four Thirds kit. Well, I made reference to it in the last video, the reason why I bought this 12 to 42.8. And I want to tell you a little bit more about kind of what I'm doing. I realized that the two lenses I use the most, I don't have them here with me at the moment, the specialty lenses, if you will, were the 12mm f1.4 Leica for video, vlogging, and like wide environmental portraiture stuff. And the other one was the Sigma 56 1.4 for some of those portrait shots that want the blurry background and the bokeh, and I thought the lens is a really good lens. Otherwise, the standard lenses were great, but I really wanted the functionality of a zoom. Now, I did have a zoom, and I showed you guys this last time right here. This bad boy is the 12 to 60 Panasonic Lumix. Got this thing for a pretty good price, and it's in fantastic shape. But I figured if I'm going to use a zoom as a part of my everyday kit quite often, I might as well get the weather sealed one to match the weather sealed body, and get one that is Olympus to Olympus and has, you know, the sharpness and the faster aperture. So I'm here to tell you guys, I traded out the 12 to 60 for the 12 to 40. Is this thing going to focus on my, okay, it's on face recognition, so it takes a second. Anyways, trade out this 12 to 60 for the 12 to 40. So I'm doing that swap. It's not a one-to-one swap because this 12 to 40 is much more expensive. So yeah, that's the first lens I'm selling. By the way, I'll put a link to, well, I only put a link. Yeah, I'll put a link. I'll put a link down below to all of these lenses because they're going on eBay shortly. The other lens I'm selling is one of Micro Four Thirds staple lenses. This bad boy right here, the 25mm f1.4. I just want to see if it focuses. Okay, this thing's like locked on the corner right here of my face. It's so crazy. Anyways, 25mm f1.4. You guys probably saw the video where I did this, and I just had a hard time. I'm getting inconsistent results with this lens. It might be this lens in particular. It might be the Panasonic lens on an Olympus body. I don't know. Or it just could be me. It could be user error. Honestly, it's possible. I'm selling it. It's in fantastic shape. The images out of it are amazing, but I'm moving on from it. Which, that's kind of crazy because fast aperture glass and a 50mm focal length equivalent to 35mm or full frame is obviously a staple. And then the other one that I just love this lens, but again, like, and I'll tell you why I'm selling this in a second. I just feel like I'm limited too much, or I just would rather have the zoom for when I'm doing like family stuff or going on vacation, is the Lumix 20mm f1.7. I feel like I'm Tony Northrup. There it goes. Anyways, this lens is amazing. I'm really, of all the lenses I just mentioned to you guys, I'm really hesitating to sell this because this lens is so tiny and it's a little pancake, and the contrast and colors out of it are fantastic. But here's why I'm thinking about selling it. Because, again, thinking about my kit and what I do, the 12mm f1.4 video environmental portraits, 56mm for portraiture and maybe some longer sports stuff, need faster aperture for indoors. I say sports, it's like me and my daughter doing gymnastics. She's not that far away, but the 112mm reach is pretty important. But besides that, the 12 to 40 can cover the rest for the most part. And then I picked this up. I've had this before, but I went back to it, and I'll tell you why. I almost dropped it, holy crap. This bad boy right here. This is the FujiFilm XF10. It's gotten ragged on a lot. I think they discontinued it. It's an APS-C sensor with an f2.8 lens. But here's why. And I don't even know what to title this video. Either like, I changed my M43 kit, I bought the XF10 again, or, and this is probably the point of the video, I'm gonna go with this, colors. I've really started to not like doing post-processing on the computer. I love the enjoyment of capturing photography. I love the enjoyment of going through the process of seeing things in a certain way and chasing light. And I actually have been spending a lot of time on this Fuji XF10 doing in-camera recipes. It's a Fuji thing, but changing white balance shift and stuff like that and going for more of a filmic or, I guess filmic, I hate that word, but kind of a film look, like going for Kodachrome or maybe like Ektachrome or something like that. I'll put some pictures up at the end show you some photos I've taken of my kids and stuff like that. This thing fits in my pocket and does a pretty decent job. But even on my Olympus, I have started messing with color profiles and curves a little bit. For example, I'll put it on the portrait profile with a -1 shadows, +1 midtones, +1 highlights, and then overexposed by 1/3 of a spot meter on on a face. I just get a different color that I really, really, really like. In fact, I'll say this. I think the EM5 Mark III, they did something a little bit different in the colors, I feel like. It might just be a placebo. You guys can let me know in the comment section below. But when I had my EM1 Mark II, maybe I just didn't know enough at the time, I feel like I never got the colors that I'm getting out of this EM5 Mark III. There's something unique about it. Just the pop of the colors and the highlights of the shadow. It looks really, really good. So what I'm trying to say is I changed my Micro Four Thirds kit to adapt more to my style of what I do. So the zoom for like the all-purpose travel all around with the 2 specialty primes. I also have the 40-150 Plastic Fantastic, keeping that. And then I went for a pocket camera that I can put in here and shoot quickly, both with the premise of using in-camera JPEGs set to a certain recipe, if you will, to get a certain light that I love. I can get more filmic stuff with this, it'll look like old film, and I get some really amazing colors out of these Olympus. The JPEGs are fantastic. I would say the only other camera that I feel like the in-camera colors are really good are some of the older Canon cameras. Other than that, I mean, Fuji has fantastic colors as well on other cameras, but yeah, I'm kind of going that way. Who else is with me? Who else is kind of like in that mindset of like, yeah, having a RAW file that has a lot of flexibility is important, especially if you're a professional. But when I'm out shooting for enjoyment, I like to kind of just set it to what I want to know I want to shoot, whether that's a real punchy black and white or a soft black and white or a contrasty color or more of a, you know, a subtle color profile, and then shoot the JPEGs and go with it. For me, I don't get much enjoyment out of sitting behind the computer and messing with stuff. So that's my Micro Four Thirds kit change. If you guys are interested in my 25mm 1.4, the Lumix 12-63-556, or the 20mm f1.7, they're all in amazing shape, like new pretty much. Hit eBay link below, or if you guys want to DM me directly, we can work something out. So give me a ring down in the comment section. Let me know, guys, did I make the right move? Did I screw up? Do you guys think I'm an idiot? Maybe. Oh, there's kids walking by. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna post these here in just a second. See ya.